Whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name is Linda Kim. I'm from South Korea, and during my senior year, this year, I worked with my mentor, Dr. Bolivar, from Wordsworth Center about the autism-related behavioral study of mice. So what I did for this part of research is that I examined different strains of mice and identify which mice are the strongest candidate for this case study for the autism. So currently there's no main cure or cause for the autism, and we want to find the solution by examining the social behaviors and the brain structures of mice. So what I did was I did two different collection of data. So first comes from the 3-chamber test, which examines the social behavior of mice, and second one is I just measuring the size of the brain structures of mice. So in first test, I went through the two most dominant social behavior of mice, which is the sniffing of stimulus mouse and the self-grooming. So for the first part, the sniffing, if you see the graph here, there are dynamic difference between these strains and these strains. This indicates that this part strains, which spend a lot of time sniffing the other mouse, they're very active and social, like to interact with the other mice. However, whereas this strains really spend really less time in socializing with others and rather spend time by themselves. So from this, if you see this graph right here, it's reflecting the same thing. The BTVR and all these strains that you see from up here, they spend a lot of time self-grooming themselves, whereas these strains spend less time self-grooming themselves and rather socialize with the other mouse. So for the second part, I went through all the different images of brains of mice, and I measured the size of 3 different brain structures of mice, which are corpus callosum, hippocampal commissure, and anterior commissure. So if you look at this picture, this is the normal brain image of a mouse. So this long bacon-shaped one is called corpus callosum, and this below the corpus callosum, this small one is the hippocampal commissure, and the circular one is the anterior commissure. These are all the bundles of fiber where the neurons are located, and they are the pathway between the 2 hemispheres of the brain where information can be transferred. So the bigger the size, the more mice can transfer its information in neurons. Yes. So if you see all these graphs, all these strains lack the corpus callosum as indicated from this image. They don't have the structure. They have extremely reduced size of the hippocampal commissure, as you can see from the graph here, and they only have a normal size anterior commissure, which is the most basic component of the brain. So as you can see, all these strains which lack the corpus callosum and reduced size of the hippocampal commissure are this. So this data suggests that these specific strains, which are BTBR and IONJ, are the most strong candidates for the case study of autism. Thank you.